Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you're welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to cut a mermaid skirt pattern. This mermaid skirt pattern can be used for a gown and also for a skirt. So if this is something that interests you, please subscribe and keep watching. Welcome guys. So I start by drafting this small pattern. The reason why I draft this small pattern is because it saves time and it reduces the fabric wastage. Though you can draft this directly on your fabric, it depends on how you want to do it. So now I'm drafting for a gown, so that's why I started this from a 16 inches. That is my half length, 16 inches. So now I will locate my knee length, my gown new length measurement, which is 38. So I'll go up by 5 or 6 depending on how I want it. Sometimes I go up by 5 or 6 inches. So it's from that point that there will be a slant that will be free. So for the upper part, it will be tight. So that's the part I'll just be drafting the pattern for. So just the tight area of the skirt part. So that's where I'm drafting the pattern for. So now from this point over here, I'll measure my hip length, that is the length from my waist measurement down to my hip. So I'll just locate the line over there. Now I'll measure my waist measurement divided by 4. I'll add my 1 inch dart allowance and I'll add my 1.5 inch seam allowance. Then I'll go to my hip area. I'll measure my hip measurement divided by 4. I'll measure my seam allowance 1.5. Then I'll go to this area. I'll still measure my same hip measurements, but I'll take out whatsoever I want to take out later. But I'll measure my hip and my seam allowance there too. So now I'll use my French cuff to just connect the lines, just like that. And I'll connect this part too, since it's the same thing. So I'll just use a straight part to connect it. So now for this pattern drafting, I want to pad the hip. So for the hip padding, I'll be adding 3/4. Initially I added 1, but I'll reduce it to 3/4 soon, because I feel 1 inch will be too much, because I don't want it to be too obvious that it was padded, but still I want to pad the hip. So at this part, I'll also take out 3/4 inches. This is just to tighten the skirt at that part. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So now I'll just connect all the new points together. I'll connect the new points together. So at this point over here, I noticed that I can't draw my line from that point, so I have to go down by 3 inches. 3 inches, just to allow the hip to sit around that area. So after that 3 inches, that is where I'll be connecting that line to the new part I just measured over there. So depending on your preference, this may be too much for you and it may be too small for you. So depending on how you want it to be tight, how you want it to be fitted, that will determine what you will take out. You can take out ½ inch, you can take out 1 inch or 1.5, depending on how you want it. So now I'm using my marker to draw out the line so that the curve can connect well. So that's what I'm just doing with my marker over here. So this is what I have. So at this point, from that point downwards, I'll just try and draw my slant line. So now I want to locate my dart on this point. So I'll just measure my nipple to nipple measurements divided by 2 plus ½ inches. So I'll just mark it over there. So and the length will be 6 inches. So I'll just draw a straight line there just to indicate that I've measured my dart on my pattern. So I don't need to measure it, so I'll just transfer the mark on the fabric. So this is what I have. Then the next thing to do is just to cut it out. Then after cutting it out, I will go over to my fabric to cut it. So this is what I have after cutting. So this is my fabric and this is my lace fabric. So now I've placed the pattern paper on it. So to know where you will place your pattern paper, you need to measure the length of your skirt. So even if it's gown or if it's a skirt, you have to know the length of the skirt so you can know where you place this pattern paper. So after knowing where you will place the pattern paper, then you will draw a line. You draw this slant line just to make the mermaid effect on the lace. So you will draw it out just like that. So you may not be able to see the line that I'm drawing because I'm using a yellow chalk on this ring and it's not really showing that much. So you just draw this mermaid effect depending on how many yards you are using for the skirt or for the gown. So that will determine how you will slant it, but at least you must make it to be wide enough so that it will show. So that's just what you will do. Then you place your fabric at this upper part, then you cut it out just like I'm doing. You cut it out just like that. So now this is what we have. Now the next thing to do is to cut our back bodies. The back bodies. So the back bodies, we'll just place the front bodies on the back bodies, then we put allowance. So this part, because my fabric is not much, so this other part here, that part that I'm drawing line on is not much. You can extend it to be like 10 inches, 12 inches, and you draw the same mermaid effect you draw at the side too, at the over there. But because my fabric is not much, that's why I'm not doing too much on this side. So but from the curvy part, that is where the short pattern end, the pattern we use where it ended, so it's from that part the mermaid will start from. So if you are using more than this, just know that from that part you will extend it down. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Please, if you don't understand, just let me know in the comment section. So but for the upper part, you just add 1 inches to it because that will serve as our seam allowance, for zip allowance. For zip allowance, because you'll be using a zipper or something, so it will just serve as a seam allowance. Then you cut it out. Please note, I'm saying this again because this fabric is not much, that's why I didn't add enough at the other side. So it should be like this side over here, this side that is slant over here, that should be how this other side should be. But because this fabric is not much, that's why I didn't put enough. So from this point over here that I'm just cutting, it should be more like the slanting should be very much, like the mermaid effect should be much over there. But as you can see, it is very small, just small at this part. That's why. So if you are cutting yours, just make sure you have enough fabric, at least 3 yards for this skirt effect, because I used 2 yards for this and it was not enough, though I did not want it to be too much actually. So that's why. So now I went ahead to cut my underlay, so which is a shining face satin. So I just cut it out and I did not use a full one because I don't want it to be full. I just want it to get to somewhere around the nail, not up to the nail but above the nail. So I'll just place it on it and I will sew. So for this skirt, I'll be padding the hip. So if you want to know how I'll pad the hip, please just subscribe, stay tuned, and the video will drop after this video. So the next thing to do is just to sew. So if you are not padding your hip, the next thing to do at this point is just to sew your skirts, or to sew your skirts and attach it to your half length. So if you want to know how to pad hip, just stay tuned, turn on your post notification bell, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.